Now we have about 55 minutes for this closing session, but I can never control everybody's speeches. I did pretty well on the opening, but now people don't listen to me anymore. I'm sort of yesterday's guy. But we're going to start off by a speech from one of our Italian hosts, Ivan Scalfarotto, who is the Undersecretary for Constitutional Affairs and Relations with the Parliament of Italy, and he has a few words for us. I'd invite him up on stage.
Well done.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Please.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests coming from all over the world, it's really an honor and a pleasure for me to be here, representing the Italian government before such a qualified and international audience, and to make a final address after such a complex and rich debate that needed, and rightly so, a few days to unfold. Exchanging views and experiences that ripen across the world is the best way to strengthen a profession and to get rid of any provincial attitude that would diminish and minimize the potential of your knowledge and of your talent across the world. Allow me then to thank all the panelists and participants in this event and to highlight, first and foremost, the depth of your insight in the fields of business consultancy, accounting, appraisal, tax assistance, and cooperation against fraud. In my previous life, before becoming a politician, I worked for one of the most prominent and global financial institutions in the world, covering positions in Milan, in London, and in Moscow. At that time, I had the chance to learn how precious it is that all professionals involved in complex financial matters, and your community is certainly in a pivotal position in this respect, acquires a comprehensive view of global mechanisms of economy and finance. It is no longer the time in your field in which craftsmanship is enough. This is the era of a real science that also needs a deeper and wider perspective of the demands both of the client and the wider society. The second remark I wish to make is that the experts in taxes, accounts, and appraisals can be more effective, similarly to many other professions, as they manage to communicate the value of their work for their communities. This means sticking to a high ethical standard, as it was stated in your session on the role of the International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants. Unfortunately, as we all know, along with the global economy, we have come to know also global crime, especially in the field of finance, tax evasion, and money laundering. A cross-country global cooperation of experts to fight such dangerous phenomena is vital. The public needs clarity, simple language, and honesty. It needs to perceive your profession as one that offers a service that spreads knowledge and good practices. This brings me to another consideration. We can use some of the experience of the private business in the public sector. We should be able to leverage the dynamic and to-the-point approach of private enterprise to overcome the bureaucratic hurdles to development that we often experience in public administration. The Italian government is facing the challenge of making a country simpler, nimbler, more efficient. Modernizing Italy means, amongst other things, having an understandable and friendlier tax system, a responsive judicial system, and a public administration perceived to be standing by and not against our fellow citizens. However, this will be possible only if whoever runs a public office of an agency, we always remember to keep particular interests outside the door and to cherish the general good as something of paramount importance. Last but not least, these days in Rome have shown how your professionalism Your skills and your experience can be a factor of equality and development across the world. While preparing this speech, I've been thinking that the pillars of your profession can elevate countries that are still struggling with economies that do not perform as we would wish and expect. And that the awareness of your numbers, the awareness of your bottom line, and the clear understanding of your duties, your obligations and rights vis-à-vis the government, but also in front of a powerful private counterpart, could better help people and companies around the globe to strengthen their capacity to achieve their goals. To be honest with you, I really think this is exactly the case. So once again, let me know all of you for coming from all over the world. And thank you for coming to Rome, our magnificent capital city, in spite of the rain, of course. And thank you for leaving us with such an articulate and deep trace in our public debate. So thank you very much, e arrivederci a Roma. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you.